Good morning, everyone. It's Joker. It's me. And we're back with another slime video, and for the first time on a normal video with Facecam. So we're gonna see how it goes. See how you guys like it. See how I like it, now that I have to edit it and actually have my face in there. And we'll kind of go from there. But today's topic is, should you summon for the newest unit, the newest Demon Lord, Deeno? So, taking a look at his kit, he is obviously wind, he is a magic damage dealer, he is attack growth, which is pretty interesting. He is a single target ult, which gives him a lot of use already. So, single target ult, Trainee was AoE, Diablo's single target, but Diablo is the DPS, and Deeno certainly helps Diablo do a lot more damage. So he's a very, very good support for Diablo. His first skill decreases a single target's wind resistance by up to 30%, and then their crit resistance as well by 30%. So, I mean, that's pretty big right there. Normally, wind and crit resistances are two different characters who, have different kits, and now it's just kind of coupled into one, and they're both 30%, and it's only 15 point cost. So, hold on. Sorry, had to go clean up a present for my cat because he was too amped up about getting fed that he went and made himself sick, like he always does. Anyways, where were we? So, talking about his first skill, it seems to be very powerful. Like, double duty on resistances, very, very low cost, so it works really well. His second skill is another debuff, so decreases a single target's magic attack resistance by up to 35%. Now this one is 25 point cost, but we know what Valentine, like Earth Valentine, does with her magic attack boost and magic resistance down. And since Gabiru is giving Diablo the magic attack, Deeno's giving the attack resistance down, and you combine those together alongside these two resistances, alongside, the attack boost, the wind boost, the magic attack boost, the normal attack boost that Diablo's getting, and you really don't even need an alt booster. Like, you can use an alt booster, but that's a lot of points because you gotta use, like, these two skills and then Diablo's two skills, because he also giving himself crit and crit resistance down. Like, there are so many debuffs happening on the enemy that you don't really have room to use big-time buffs. Now, granted, it's a good thing that these are all for 2 turns, so you could, pop them early and then, build up enough points for next turn. Maybe you have like a whole hand of greens or something, or boosted blues that are going to give you a decent amount to build it back up. Like, you can wait. You don't have to nuke on that same turn that you have these, thank God, which does open up a number of possibilities for playing around. It'll be interesting to see what this Jubilee looks like in like a week or so. If it's going to be like another really fast 2-turn kill for maximum points, who really knows? But, I mean, I like his skills. His trait, I'm not the biggest fan of. When you have 50% or higher HP, increases own crit damage by 5% up to 8%. Definitely not as good as like the protection traits that we've been getting for like the first 3 turns, or, secret skill gauge for the first 3 turns. It'll work, but I'm not going to have him in a support slot, and I'm definitely not nuking with him. So, boosting his own crit damage, not really the greatest thing in the world that they could have given, but these resistances and these debuffs will be very powerful, and someone mentioned it on stream, and I will test it out. You combine these with maybe like Velzard's Frostbite skill, and you amplify all that, and you're doing pretty much what the water meta did, was amplify a crap ton of debuffs and make your units more powerful that way. That's what she might be able to do on this team. And it's, again, only a 15 point cost, and you're going to amplify everything by, 1.3 times? So, it could work. We will test it out. We'll definitely work it into Deeno's showcase. Should you summon for Deeno, though? I don't know. Again, I think this goes alongside the Trainee, and what I recommend that people do for her is that if you don't have Gabiru and Diablo, you don't need Deeno. Like, you just don't. And it's unfortunate that it's his first time showing up in the game, and he's so very reliant on the new units that he's not really necessary. I mean, you can use him on other teams. Like, wind resistance down, you can use him for any wind team. Crit resistance down, I mean, 30% is cool. The hero does 30%, and she gives everybody crit. So, I mean, do you really want to offset the hero for Deeno? I don't know. The magic attack resistance, 35% is higher than Valentine's 30%, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I would replace him for another mainline unit on another team that has a magic damage dealer as its DPS. Like, I'm not going to use him on the space team, because hero does crit resistance, and magic attack resistance, I don't really care. We'll offset that with like 2 stacks of Veldora. That's it. And then, like, you're kind of limited because he's boosting wind, right, by debuffing people for their wind resistance. So he's really limited to the wind team. And using him on like the old wind team with Valentine and Cabby, it's like, yeah, it could work if you have that team, but I wouldn't summon for him because he's not going to make or break that old wind 1.0 team. So really, unless Deeno is your favorite character in Slime, you know, whatever, he's not necessary. And I recommend still that most people skip this meta. It's an interesting meta. I wouldn't call it great, and I wouldn't call it necessary. Wait for next month. Hopefully we get like bikini waifus. You know, everyone wants to summon for those. Everyone wants their favorite waifu. That should be an interesting meta, whether it be water or fire. Fire probably needs a better upgrade than water, but we'll see. I just don't know if you really need to spend crystals on Deeno. Now, the packs that he came with are very interesting. So, you go into the magic shop, go into packs, and you can buy these octagram assembled packs. And I already bought the big ones on stream, but they come with these black crystals over here. And you can buy these 3 times, that's 2, 4, 6 crystals. And then here's another 3 crystals. So you have 9 crystals you can buy total, because you can buy these 3 times, you buy these 3 times. And you can buy the big pack 3 times for 15 crystals total from those. And you can take those into the Octagram Assembled Bazaar. Sorry. And then you can straight up buy a copy of Deeno. Or you could buy a copy of Milim. Or Earth Valentine, which is what I personally did. Because I pulled Earth Valentine, that put her at 96. And since I value her DPS a lot more than I do Deeno's, I wanted her at 100. So I bought Valentine. You could buy Guy. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you'd buy him, and I wouldn't really buy Leon. Or you could buy a bunch of shards. So if I bought the rest of the packs right now, that would give me, 2, 4, 6, 9 shards, 9 crystals. So I wouldn't be able to buy another unit. I'd have 10, and I need 14 for those. But I could buy 5-star shards, right? I mean, it's a very whaley thing, right? Locking the new unit behind either summons or these crystals, of which you need to buy a considerable amount to buy him. So if you're already whaling, then I suggest you just buy this pack. And if you don't have a unit maxed out, then buy them. And if you do have everyone maxed out, you can buy shards for the next unit. It's kind of a win-win. You get tickets, you get black crystals, you don't get food actually, and you get tickets, black crystals, and crystals. Yeah, I mean it's a good value, right? If you're already spending, it's a good value. But the normal player shouldn't buy these. They shouldn't worry about it. I haven't bought any of the trainee packs or these other guaranteed packs over here. It's an interesting concept, and you can buy the new unit. But again, I don't really think he's necessary. I think that 90% of the player base should skip this banner, should skip this meta, and save for whatever meta comes next month, because I think it's going to be really good. Much better than this, because they have to bring some kind of hype back into this game. But that's it for me, guys. Let me know, did you summon for Deeno? How did your summons go? Hopefully you had much better luck than I did, because I had to go to Pity, of course, because why wouldn't I have to go to Pity? But let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think of this new face cam setup. Do you like my frame blocking part of the screen? Do you want me to move the game all the way to the left and make it a little bit more room? Do you want me to make the actual game screen smaller so it can just fit the entire screen plus the face cam. Let me know, give me some feedback in the comments on what you think this is going to look like and how I could make this setup better. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.